My first contact with music happened when I was 9 years old, and I used to live in Genoa, on the north of Italy, together with my family. And I asked my father to buy me a guitar. It was a classical guitar, and I wanted to play music because I was in love with a couple of Elvis Presley tunes and some punk rock stuff like Dead Kennedys, and also the very new album from Europe, The Final Countdown, which was a top song of the year. So actually these were my first music contacts in my life. Stage of Reality was formed in 2013, so actually 4 years ago. Now I started the project as a solo project actually. I didn't realize I needed other musicians, because in the very beginning I started it to put on an album some of my ideas I had since a lot of time. So what happened that I started to write music and to arrange music, and suddenly I realized that I needed to create a band and to have a full project to support me. And so I said, you know what, I want to start a new project with a new band. So I started to make few auditions through friends in the beginning, but actually nowadays there are just two friends of my old friends inside Stage of Reality. So actually the other two guys, I came to know them because of Stage of Reality, and I'm really happy about it, because I was allowed to know new people and not just working with same old guys. So actually, yeah, through 2013 was the very beginning, and I wrote all the stuff in the beginning, and then we worked together in the studio to make few arrangements and to work out the final versions of the song you can hear in The Breathing Machines, which is our first album. You cannot hide forever. Oh well, my experience with Blaze Bayley now, it's from 2012, the year, exactly 1 year before I started with Stage of Reality. And Blaze Bayley actually is the main reason why I started with Stage of Reality, because touring with him and experiencing studio recordings with him and rehearsing with him, it was a very, very great experience for me, for myself. And actually I came in contact with a reality. I always knew it existed, but I never touched it, because actually I had the great honor to tour Europe for over 3 months, and so it was a long-lasting work with him, because we started in December and we finished in June, and the tour was just the last part of the job, because we started seeing each other and with the other guys of the band to rehearsing the songs, to arrange the song for the album The King of Metal. Then we started practicing the live set list, which comprehended also a few songs from Iron Maiden and other songs from Blaze Bayley's solo career. And then, of course, the songs he decided to extract from the new album, The King of Metal. and to perform them live in a live version. So of course you never perform a song which is identical to the album. It's more fun and more interesting to perform it in a different way. So we started to work together, and I used to work with him also the year before, but with other guys, and only for 4 or 5 Italians gigs, and then I did a couple of acoustic gigs, only me and him. So back to or forward to 2012. It was great because it was very rock and roll and on the road experience. And while I was there, I realized I need to start something mine, and to start something with a change of mind, thinking about music more as a organized thing with a specific target, which is not let's see what happened this day, but which is scheduling and programming the life of a band through the future to see what happened, okay, but to know exactly what is your target, your precise target, and then moving and working to achieve this particular target. And so I have to say thank you to Blaze Bayley, because maybe he's the main reason why I started. And Blaze Bayley is also a guest vocal on our new album. He sang one song, and I'm very happy about it. And he also released an interview, and we recently released it on our Facebook page and our official website. And he was very happy about the song, because actually the song sounds really Blaze Bayley style. So happy about our relationship and friendship, I can say, because actually also nowadays we used to call each other. He's a really cool guy, and he's a really great worker in the music business. The name Stage of Reality came to me after a sort of brainstorming, watching a lot of movies and drinking a lot of stuff and reading a lot of books. I used to read a lot. So actually I wanted to speak about the fake and the real things, which is actually very actual nowadays, especially on talking about social media. So what happened, that the Stage of Reality is a stage where the reality is represented. By whom? By the people who wants to represent it, to represent this reality. So is this reality, or is this a fake reality? We will never know. And actually, to know it, you have to be curious, to develop your culture, to read a lot of stuff, and to compare media. So one newspaper can be wrong, one television channel news can be wrong. Again, you have to compare things and to get deep into things to avoid to be killed by other people. Actually, it's so easy nowadays to believe something, it's true just because television say so, or because the newspaper say so. But it's usually it's not true when everybody says something. at least in my experience, when you know something, you're really able to catch the fake in a news. I don't want to say everything is a plot. I don't want to say everything is a conspiration, because I don't think it's true. But actually, the reality nowadays, it's we can say is a little bit manipulated. Yeah. So Stage of Reality means that we live a reality on a stage. So actually it's a representation of a reality. It's theater, it's like in a movie. My personal music influences are, I think, starting from Led Zeppelin, Queen and Deep Purple. Mostly Queen. Then I moved to more hard rock stuff like Guns N' Roses and AC/DC and Metallica and Iron Maiden in the meanwhile. But not so much Iron Maiden, but more Guns N' Roses. I got Europe because in the center of Europe they were, like the name says, they were really famous, and they were from here. They were not American, they were not English, so actually it was something like, okay, so we can do that. If a Swedish band can do that, so maybe we can do that either. Who knows if it's true? Let's hope it's true. They're really melodical, they kind of American hard rock with more pop stuff, so it's a good blend. And then later, of course, it was a matter of Alter Bridge, Disturbed, nowadays, especially also Five Finger Death Punch. I used to be influenced also nowadays, because actually before we started to write our latest album, the upcoming one, called The Stage of Reality, and we had some brainstorming stuff, some briefing with the guys to compare songs, to see the arrangement. And we moved a little bit in that direction, because actually there is new music all around us, so you cannot be stuck in the 70s, in the 80s with the old school rock and roll, which is always very, very cool, but you need to move and you need to look at the future, especially for the new generation audience. Stage of Reality got one album already released in 2014, and there is an upcoming album which is gonna be released on in October 2017, so right after next summer. The first album is called The Breathing Machines. The second one is going to be called Stage of Reality. And just because we are waiting for the upcoming album release, we don't have any live right now. We just had a gig at a festival here in Rome, Italy, and we're waiting for some confirmation on a couple of festivals during the summer, but we are a little bit resting, because we are waiting to make the big fireworks in October. And actually in October we are already confirmed in Romania at a big festival, and then we will have an Italian tour, and then the release party here in Rome. And then we're working also for a USA tour together with our new label, Rock Avenue Records. They're from Los Angeles, California, and they're working to bring the band to the United States of America. Our future plans are to produce a lot of stuff and to tour all over the world insanely without stopping and seeking for the best results ever. Of course, everybody can say the same thing, but and everybody actually hopes these kind of things are gonna happen. But I'm positive something is gonna move. The situation right here, right now in Italy, it's not so happy, because we're not such a rock country. But the world is big enough to be traveled by a band like us, so as I said, I'm positive we are gonna do something in the next future to come. So I want to thank you for the great opportunity of this interview, because interviews always support bands like us, and also bigger bands and also smaller than us. So thank you very much for following us, and I thank you also everybody's gonna listen to this interview. What can I say? I hope to see you soon also in Greece. Why not? It's a beautiful country, I really love it. And see you soon, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.